Hello there, this is Ray with Milford, Connecticut Marketing. I want to welcome you back to another video in this video series about winning the SEO game. Okay, so this is going to be video 2. In video 1, we just talked a little bit about domains and you buying your domain and getting a hosting account and cPanel and all that stuff, pointing the domain to your hosting account. And this is just the basics of doing SEO. I'm not trying to show you how to create a website or anything like that. So this today is going to be about installing WordPress, a fresh instance of WordPress on your new website. Now you might be working with a client that don't have a WordPress website. They might have Weebly, they might have GoDaddy, who knows? There's a ton of web hosting accounts, and it's merely impossible to try to teach you about every single one of them. So I'm just going to show you WordPress, and this is going to cover probably 80% of websites out there. Most of them have WordPress. Anyway, we started off in the cPanel, and then we went to pointing the domains to the hosting account. Now I'm going to just show you how I quickly install WordPress, and then we'll get on to other things like website hierarchy and how to develop a website structure. Okay, so let's get into this video. Okay, so here we are back into our cPanel again, and what we need to do now is just go down here to where it says quick install. Some people will say use this or use whatever. I just use the quick install, so I'll just click on the quick install. What I'm going to do is I'm going to install WordPress, and of course they're going to want us to upgrade to these things, but I always just install the free WordPress, and then from here you're going to choose your domain. So remember yesterday I used Pool Screen R Us is what I used right there, and then you just put in your email admin and your blog title. I just put in Pool Screens. Then the administrator. Then you install the WordPress, and this should only take a few seconds to do it. Okay, now it says install is complete. So this is how fast that it did. And these are the credentials. I'm just going to go ahead and copy this stuff. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep this stuff up there, so you don't have to worry about trying to get into the back end of this website. I'm just going to copy the password there. Okay, so normally you can click on this and go see your website. Sometimes it takes a minute for it to render. So let's see what happens. So it was that fast. No problem. Cool beans. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put in my username, and then I'm gonna put in the password that I just copied, and we're gonna log in. Well, I guess this is not ready to render yet because it's saying there was a critical error. So this is the first time logging in, so we're going to get this. So we're going to have to probably wait 15 minutes or something like that for it to want to render. I don't know why I did this, but sometimes it does that stuff. Let me try one more time to get in there. Okay, so it did it this time. Alright, so the email is correct. Sometimes you get glitches like that. So now we have a fresh install of WordPress, and if you try to go to look at your website, it's going to look like this. It's just a fresh bare bones install of WordPress. So nothing fantastic or to write home to mama about. So the first thing in our checklist is, you want to make sure that the site is secured with an SSL certificate. A lot of times you might find a client saying, or you might see a client not having a secure website. Like right here, you see not secure, right? And, if somebody clicks on that, your connection is not secure, don't put in no relevant information, blah, blah, blah. So nobody wants to see that. Now, in WordPress, it's pretty easily, especially if they're using like HostGator or Bluehost, because they offer free SSL, but a lot of times you have to force the SSL. And how you force the SSL is you just go to the plugins here. And, just to clean everything up, you see how they got all these plugins here. I just go to bulk, and what I do is I deactivate all the plugins, and then I just highlight them all, and I just delete all the plugins. So that gets rid of all the crap that comes with WordPress, right? And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a new plugin, and this is going to be a plugin called Really Simple SSL, as you can see right here. So all you do is just install Really Simple SSL, and then you activate Really Simple SSL, and it's going to say almost ready to migrate. And so if this was not a new install of WordPress and you had a regular website here, I would highly recommend that you make a copy of the website itself. I'll show you how to do that in a minute, but right now we don't have a old copy of WordPress like a new like a website that's already built, so we can go ahead and we can activate the SSL, and then it's going to make you want to sign in again. Now see, notice that it went from not secure to having a lock there, and that's what you want. And then when we sign in, we're going to have the SSL, and this is just the plugin asking you to do stuff, more information. Okay, we got to enable the 301 redirect here, so we just click on that button and save it, and that's it. Okay, so that's is done. What I also like to do is you can check your client's permalinks. Always make sure that it's on the post name right there, and then I save the changes. So basically, that's the way you do it. Okay, this is the way you secure the website. One other thing I like to do when I get a fresh install of WordPress, and you can even check your client's websites, maybe they're getting hacked. I use this plugin that's totally free and it works wonders. It's a very good plugin. You add new and just type in WordFence. And WordFence security, just install that. And this protects your site. I haven't found a better plugin than this. I use this all the time. Like I say, it's totally free. Okay, now that it's activated, it's going to ask you, for an email address, and I just put in some email address. I don't want all kinds of email security alerts and all that, and then I just hit continue. I don't need a premium key, so I say no thank you. And what I'll do is I'll go into the dashboard of this thing, and what I'll do is I'll look here. It says you want to make sure that your site is secure as possible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click here to configure this. It's going to ask you to download the HT hat access just in case something goes wrong. So I just save it and then I hit continue. Usually nothing happens and it says nice work, the firewall is now optimized. And then another thing that I do for optimization is I go to brute force here and I change this to 3, and I change this to 3 again, And then for the time period out, I always put 5 minutes. And then for the amount of time they're going to be locked out, I put 2 months. Okay, then I check here, immediate lockout, invalid usernames. Okay, and then I save changes, and now the site's secure. Okay, you don't have to worry about your site getting hacked. All right. Okay, so that's going to be it for this video. I don't like to make these things too long, so now you know how to install WordPress. Okay, basically, and secure your website so that to protect it from hackers. And now you got a clean install of WordPress. You got your plugins. You deleted all the bullcrap plugins, and now you can start from scratch. Now, if you're working on a client's website, he's already got a fresh install of WordPress, right? So if you're going to install a SSL and or use the plugin, the really simple SSL plugin, you might want to back up the website first. I'll show you a really easy way to do it. Hold on one second. So an easy way to do it is to, again, add another plugin. And this time, the plugin that we're going to install, all-in-one WP migration. Okay, that's the plugin that we want. And so we install that plugin. We activate that plugin. And then all you have to do is just click on this. And what you want to do is you want to export the site. So you're going to export it to a file. And it's going to just grab all the files that are here right now. If you got a bigger site, it's going to take longer than that. Then all you do is you just download the file someplace, okay? And then you can import it back. If something happens to the site, you can import the site back again, and it'll be like the way you left it, okay? So that's how you do that. So really simple to back up a site. And I always back up a site before I work on it, because you never know what can go wrong. Things can go wrong like just like that, and all of a sudden the site's gone. And if the site was already built, and your client will just go bananas because their website's gone, and now you can't figure out how to get it back. So always make a backup. Remember, always make a backup. So in the next video, I'm going to show you about site hierarchies, and how to format your website so that it's easily crawled by Google and your visitors. Okay, so we'll see you in that video.